know Eden. And when she puts her mind to something, there's no stopping her. Especially with Cece backing her up.
Oh, come on. Anybody can be stopped. There's usually more than one way to stop them.
What are you saying?
Mark, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride now, Mark.
Thank you, Monsignor. I love you.
I love you too.
Come on.
Hey!
Now that we have invoked God's blessing on the union of Mark and Mary, let us pray for them, and for all of us gathered here, that we may be faithful to the love of Christ. Be merciful, Almighty God, and hear our prayers for this couple you have joined in love. For the bonds of holy matrimony in your church are a great blessing for society and a saving sign of the new and eternal covenant. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
I'll leave you alone now, Mary.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I really appreciate it. It's wonderful. Jill, could I have a few moments alone with him?
Okay, I'll be outside.
Thank you. Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mark, we're married now. Just like you want. Now we can be together. And we can be happy. And we will be. Just as soon as you get well.
Let's get something straight, pal. I don't like being pushed and shoved around. What are we doing over here anyway? Hiding? You said there's more than one way to skin a cat. Well, I'd like to know what you're talking about.
Will you be quiet for a moment?
No. You tell me one reason why I shouldn't walk in there and tell Eden that there's no way she can prove anything against me and that she's better leave Brandon alone. I hate her for being mean to him.
You saw the picture, Tina. Eden is getting on to you.
There's nothing in that picture that says I did it.
I'm telling you, you cannot deal with Eden by confronting her.
Oh, here we go again. With the mysterious other ways of dealing with Eden. Well, I'm waiting, Kirk. Well?
Brandon! Are you all right? What happened, darling? Never mind. What's up? Oh, never mind. Everything is going to be all right.
Hi, Brandon. I thought this meant you were up there.
Santana, we've got to talk.
Well, of course, Mama, but I want to see Brandon first.
No, that will have to wait. I think that you should try to sleep now, darling, and you can have your supper later.
Hungry.
I'm taking him to his room now, Santana. You're going to get a nice nap, darling.
You have a good nap, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Hello. This is Santana Andrade. Yes, I said I'd call back. Well, of course we must. Late this afternoon would work for me, around 6. Oh, why don't we meet at Buzz's place? It's near the beach. Yes, at the end of Alameda Street. All right, yes. 6. Good, I'll see you then. Bye.
Santana.
Oh, Mama, you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, about Brandon, dear. You saw him now.
Yes.
He's not eating. His schoolwork is suffering. When you found me holding him just now, I had just stopped him from falling down the stairs, dear.
What?
He didn't trip, Santana. He was just standing. Then he started to collapse. That's how he is these days.
My poor baby.
Now, do you know why I'm so worried?
Mama, Brandon will be in good hands soon.
With you?
Yes.
Are you telling me that you're getting married?
I'm telling you that I'm taking Cece up on his offer.
Hija. You and Cruz.
Mama, don't make assumptions.
What does that mean? Hasn't Cruz asked you yet? You did tell him about what Cece wants, didn't you?
Cruz doesn't know about the deal, and I don't want him to know.
Well, I don't understand.
I found someone else.
You what?
Cece said that I could have Brandon as soon as I marry. He didn't say as soon as I marry Cruz.
Now, what crazy idea have you got into...
Mama, don't worry. For once in my life, I'm being businesslike and sensible. I'm going to be smarter than Cece. I'm going to beat him at his own game, at the rules that he made.
No, Santana.
Mama, it's simple. There are thousands of men in this country that don't have green cards. All they have to do is marry an American woman, and they can live here legally. Well, I'm going to help one of those men, and one of those men is going to help me.
I don't believe I'm hearing this, Santana. You'll get in trouble. That's completely illegal.
Of course, the marriage will be in name only. We'll live together for a year or so, and then we'll just go our separate ways. Mama, I've got to do it. I've got to do it for Brandon's sake.
Oh, darling, no good can come out of a marriage that has no love.
Mama, I am marrying for love. I'm marrying for love of my son. Mama, don't look at me that way. I know that it's wrong. But there's no other way. You've seen what's been happening to Brandon. He needs his mother. He needs me.
It could still be Cruz.
No, it couldn't be Cruz. Don't you know why?
Oh, sweetheart, if you have to marry a man that doesn't love you, at least let it be a man who knows and respects you, a man who cares about you and Brandon.
No, if I'm going to marry a man to get something, I want him to be able to use me, too. If it was Cruz, he'd be doing it just to be kind. And that's more than I can bear.
Have you told Cece what you're planning?
I'm going to tell him tonight.
He won't like it, Santana. You know that.
Well, that would give me great pleasure to know that.
No, Santana. You know Cece. He'll find a way to discredit you and this marriage. Santana, he'll find a way to keep Brandon from you.
Mama, he's given me a promise. All I have to do is make sure that he keeps that promise. Now, I'm going to go up and see Brandon. I'm going to see if I could try to get him to eat something. Goodbye.
Nurse Janine, telephone line 4. Nurse
You can't take your eyes off them, can you? You know, when I first met you, Kirk, I thought figures. Leave it to a Harvard man to talk your ear off. And I was right, up until today. What happened? Cat got your tongue?
Shut up, Gina, will you?
Well, if I had to take a guess, I'd say it was that little accident in the country. I mean, if that tank hadn't blown up, well, you would never have had proof that Eden was actually cheating on you. But what's a poor MBA to do? I mean, let's be honest. If a Latin lover's chasing your wife, you're bound to catch him sooner or later, especially if she's not running.
I told you to shut up.
We're supposed to be figuring out ways to deal with Eden. But why don't you leave me out of it? I think your cheating wife is your problem.
You're wrong, Gina. Eden is your problem, too. And we are going to solve this together.
Nurse Peterson, report to second floor desk. Nurse Peterson.
Well, I can't stay here any longer. I don't know where Kirk is, but I gotta start packing. Are you ready, Daddy?
Baby, I think I'll stick around here for a while in case Mary needs me. She said she won't, but I feel an obligation.
I'm sick too, Eden, but if you want me to call you a cab, I'll be happy to.
That's okay, Mason. I'll be glad to take her home.
Cruz, I don't think...
Daddy, it's all right. Cruz, thank you. But I'll find another way home.
So you've got a picture of a pink dress. That doesn't mean anything.
I've got more than that, Gina. I know about the tear in that little pink dress, remember? And so does Eden. She's going to be able to put it together that you were setting her up.
Not necessarily. I mean, even if she knows about the dress, that doesn't prove I disconnected Cece's life support.
Gina, she was very clear that she's got something on you.
Then why haven't I heard from her and her nosy boyfriend?
You won't until it's too late. Use your head, Gina. What do you expect them to do? Warn you that they're building a case?
Well, I'll tell you what I don't expect. And that's for you to help me unless there's something in it for you.
You know very well that both of us have to keep what happened that night a secret.
Hello, Eden. Cruz. Well, I must say that both of you are looking very well. I mean, considering. Well, I guess I better get going. I don't want to be late for... I just don't want to be late.
Kirk, where have you been?
I told you, Cece wanted me to take care of Mark McCormick's medical bills. But I missed the wedding. I came up as quickly as I could. Well, whenever you're ready to go home, I'll take you. That is, if you don't mind. Come on, sweetheart.
Mark, we have so much to look forward to now. You know, when this is all over, we're going to have such a wonderful life together. I know you want kids. I want kids too. Now look, we're going to have to start to make some plans. Because if we're going to have a lot of kids, we're going to need a real big house. And, you know, kids always want cats and dogs and that kind of thing. So we'll probably need a really big yard too, and like a station wagon, I guess. And Mom and Christy can come and babysit for us. Mom will be so happy to have grandchildren.
Oh, Mary, don't.
You're right, what am I talking about Mom for? And our kids. This is our day. So we should be talking about us. Oh, Mark, you gave me so much today. It wasn't just that you loved me. I know you love me. But you taught me how to be honest today. And you taught me how to ask for forgiveness.
Thank you.
Mark! Doctor! He's going into arrest!
All right, let's move. Come on. Well, that's the defibrillator. You can leave, please.
No, I'm a nurse. I can help.
Mary, this is your husband. Believe me, you don't want to remember him like this. Please go.
Mary, dear, please sit down, please.
No, I have to go and pray. I have to go to the chapel.
Dr. Bonza, call your service.
Who would have thought I'd catch the bouquet at this wedding?
What a totally stupid thing to say at a time like this.
Oh, I don't expect you to understand how I feel.
Oh, I understand everything. She's out there praying her heart out, and you're waiting like a vulture. Waiting for Mark McCormick to die.
Mrs. Mancino? Yes, I'm calling for Eden Capwell. Yes, the Eden Capwell. This is about hemming some skirts for her. Would you be willing to do the job if she came by? Good. I thought so.
McLaughlin, Dr. Jack McLaughlin, reporting.
What'd you say? No news. Dad, I never wished for anyone to die. Not Mark, not anyone.
You forget, my son. I have been the object of your affections. I almost died because of them.
Never wanted you to die, you know that.
Oh, please, Mason, I've always known how you felt about me. I once hoped you could change. You just killed that hope.
I'm your son. How can you hate me so much when you don't even know me?
You don't know yourself, if you can even ask that question.
Mary, anything we can do?
Yes, anything.
Yes, there is something you could do. I appreciate both of you being here, but you can leave now.
Mary, no.
Mason, I know what's going on between the two of you, and I can't handle it right now. I can't.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. If you need me for anything, just call me, all right? Please.
I will.
Take care.
Mary.
Just go, please.
Mary, I can't leave you like this. Don't ask me to go. I can't.
We're taking you to the surgery now, Mary. This is it.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate you making time for him. Brandon, we'll see the doctor this evening.
When?
Soon. And I don't want you here during the examination. It won't do Brandon any good.
Do Brandon any good? He wouldn't even be sick if he was with me where
That's
he belongs.
enough, Gina. I will call you afterward and tell you what happened.
That's not good enough, Cece. I'm not leaving till you kick Santana out, too.
I'm asking you both to leave.
Why?
Because I don't want the boy upset. The way you two feel about each other, he's liable to pick up on all that tension.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, you would. He'll do anything to suck up to the Capwells. Well, good luck, senorita, because it won't work.
I will call you afterwards, Santana, let you know what the doctor says.
Thank you, but I'm here for more than one reason, Cece. I'd like to talk to you about your proposition.
You have something to tell me?
Yes. I'm having a lawyer draw up the papers. I'd like to make sure that this agreement is binding.
Are you serious?
Extremely. Do you have any objections to putting your promise to me in writing?
No, but I think, at least I thought you would have had several reasons to keep it to ourselves.
I'd like to clarify some terms, if I may. You said I could have Brandon as soon as I marry.
Yes, I did. What's not clear about that?
You want me to marry Cruz, but if I don't, if I marry someone else, is the deal still the same?
I don't understand.
What isn't clear about my question?
The reason behind the question.
I'd like to know where I stand. I just want to make sure that you'll live up to your agreement.
Santana, I don't even know what you're thinking. Yes, the bargain stands as offered. I can't imagine you'd find a better husband than Cruz.
Cruz doesn't even know about the deal.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm not. I don't intend to tell Cruz.
Do you mind telling me why?
Because I know Cruz. Cruz would marry me just so I could have Brandon, and that's what you want.
Santana, don't you? All I'm trying to do is help you. Can't you see that? For you and Brandon to have a good life.
Cece, you promised me that I could have Brandon as soon as I marry. Now, I want you to say that you'll live up to your word. I want your promise.
All right, you have it.
I will return the favor, Cece. I promise you now that I will never marry Cruz Castillo.
Well, you're obviously planning on marrying somebody. You want to tell me who?
You'll find out soon enough. Maybe I'll invite you to the wedding.
Gina, what are you trying to do? Scare me to death?
Outside. I've been waiting for you.
I just popped in to see Brandon. Are you going to tell Cece on me?
Just shut up a minute. Listen, we are in real trouble. Eden is on her way to that dressmaker.
No way. The dressmaker lives on the wrong side of the tracks. I made sure of that.
Wait a minute. I heard her make the call. She made some lame excuse about having skirts to be hemmed or something, but this must mean that she knows about that duplicate dress.
I don't care. She doesn't have any proof, Kirk. And she's not going to get any proof because I paid Mrs. Mancino a lot of money to keep her mouth shut.
Gina, we're talking about Eden Capwell here. She has more money than God. She can outbid you any day.
She wouldn't.
All right, well, you have it your way. But when Castillo comes knocking on your door, don't say that I didn't warn you.
Wait. You know, I still don't believe you, Kirk.
Okay.
But I better be safe.
Safe? Then you go home. I'll call you as soon as Eden leaves the house, all right? I'll pick you up and I will march you on down and show you Eden going to that dressmaker shop. Maybe that'll convince you that I was telling you the truth.
We'll see.
Oh, Eden, I thought you'd be packing.
Oh, I already finished. Would you mind getting my bags for me?
No problem. Oh, Crown. Yes, I almost forgot, but your dressmaker made a call. Yeah, told me that she was swamped and had another dressmaker take care of your dresses. But apparently they're ready to be picked up.
I forgot all about it. Where?
I have it right here. Modern Fashions. And you see a Mrs. Mancino on Walden.
Okay.
112.
Well, that's on the way to the airport. I'll stop on my way.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, there was one of the dresses I wanted to pack anyway.
All right, good. I'll get the bags.
Thank you. Santana? What's wrong?
You wouldn't understand.
Well, if I can help, just let me know.
Well, why don't you tell me what it's like to have a father who will do anything, no matter how vicious, just for his daughter's happiness?
What are you talking about?
I think it's time that you know. Cece is ruining people's lives just for your happiness. Every man, woman, and child who's a threat will be sacrificed
Santana,
all for
why
you.
don't you just tell me what you're talking
Why
about?
don't you ask Cece? Ask him what he intends to do to keep Cruz away from you.
You know, I've been thinking. Yeah, Mrs. McCormick now.
Mesa Police.
Done everything for this wedding but give the bride away.
Because you already did that.
You made the choices. I wanted to give you a lot of things, Mary. A way is not one of them. Neither is up. You do still want me here, don't you?
I don't want to be alone when they tell me that, Mark. When they tell me.
Mary. What happened?
I'm sorry you had to wait so long. It was a difficult surgery.
What is it? What?
Your husband's condition is stabilized.
What?
He'd started hemorrhaging again. That's what caused him to go into cardiac arrest. We were able to stop the bleeding, and now I have to say that his prognosis is positive. Unless something unexpected happens, he's going to live.
I don't believe it.
Well, we're just as surprised as you are.
Thank you.
I know you're going to want to see him just as soon as you can. We'll let you know when.
All right.
I'm very happy for you, Mrs. McCormick.
Well, I'm glad. Happiness is all I ever wanted for you.
Tell me what kind of deal you made with Santana.
I made Santana an offer. I give her custody of Brandon on the condition that she marries.
You call that a condition?
I want the boy to have a normal, stable life.
With Santana and Cruz.
Santana told you?
I want you to tell me.
Santana needs a husband. She is free to choose whomever she likes. It just would seem natural that she'd go to Cruz.
Daddy.
Look, I'm trying to do what's best for everybody concerned, mostly you, don't you understand?
No, don't tell me that. You're being cruel. You know how much Santana wants her son.
Santana wants Cruz, too. Eden, honey. We can be honest with each other. I know it's hard for you to face, but Cruz has to get on with his life. All I'm doing is giving him the push in that direction.
Well, I happen to know marriage to Santana is not the direction Cruz wants to take.
How do you happen to know that?
I don't think you really want me to answer that, do you, Daddy?
That's right, I don't, because I don't want you to lie to me.
Damn it, Daddy, you don't have the right to interfere in other people's lives.
I want you to be happy, baby. Don't you know that? You and Kirk, you got a good marriage now. I want you to keep it that way.
Manipulating other people doesn't make me happy, Daddy.
Baby, I know you. And I love you. And I know you wouldn't be very happy with people running around you being miserable. Kirk is your life now. Let Cruz make his own. Believe me, I know how you feel now.
Daddy, you don't know how I feel. I know you're trying to help, but you're just making it worse. I am so tired of you and Kirk and Cruz. You all want different things. Well, I'm tired of it. And I'm just getting away from all of you.
Eden, listen.
Excuse me, Rosa.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Cook said you wanted to see me.
I suppose you've heard that your daughter's going to marry some man off the street?
Yes?
I imagine you tried to talk her out of it?
I told her it would be a terrible mistake.
Mistake? It's a crime, Rosa. It's a tragic waste.
I feel the same way, Cece.
You think there's anything we can do to show her she's wrong?
I've tried every argument I know, but she's convinced that this is the only way.
Well, maybe we're not the two ideal people to try to make her change her mind.
Cruz doesn't know about your arrangement with Santana.
No, she doesn't want him to. Still, things could be different if Cruz knew.
I don't like your methods, Cece.
Maybe not, Rosa, but you know I'm right. Santana and Cruz, they belong together. It's up to you.
Hey, I've been looking all over town.
Oh, Cruz, you've got to get out of here.
What?
I'm meeting someone and you'll ruin it unless you leave right now. Come
Santana,
on,
what are
let's
you
go.
talking about?
Cruz, I'll explain later. Now, let's go.
Are you serious?
Yes. If you care about me at all, you'll leave right now. You won't
Okay,
ask
all
me
right, I'm
questions. Just
going.
go.
I'm going. You can be really tough on a guy's ego, you know that?
Where is he?
Well, bags are in the trunk.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you for taking your own car to the airport. I appreciate that. I mean, I'd love to take you, darling, but this
No.
emergency meeting.
Look, I understand. And I should probably leave now to allow some extra time for the dressmakers.
Do you have the address?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walden. I wrote
Right.
it down. Oh, also, Dr. Logan called for me. He said something about wanting to meet me tomorrow. Do you think you could call him and cancel?
Are you sure it isn't something important?
Well, if it was something serious, I think he might have told me. And, Kirk, I'm not really sure that you understand why I need to be away by myself, but I really appreciate you being so good about this. You know, there's been something different about you lately.
Really? I am?
Well, I guess maybe it's just that you're so quiet.
Well, maybe that's just because I lost control the other day at the hospital.
Yeah, I guess so.
I promise you that won't happen again.
Well, I should go.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Bye. Gina, Eden's just left the house. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Wait outside for me. We've got to move.
It's very good to meet you, Miss Andrade.
Thank you, Mr. Contreras. But I think under the circumstances, you should call me by my first name. It's Santana.
Yes. I am Luis.
Luis. Fine. Why don't we sit down?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you.
Maybe I should begin by telling you why I want this marriage so much. It is because of my very great desire to be a citizen of this country.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, forgive me, but I'm not sure that you do. I love America very much, Santana. I have lived here for many years, but, well, I've never really been a part of things. I've had to hide and to lie because I am born in another land. But I want to be an honest man, Santana. I want to, ¿cómo se dice, make things right. I think you can help me in this.
Yes, I think we can help each other.
Yes, I think so. Miss Andrade, you're much younger and more beautiful than I imagined. But I will make you a good husband. I will give you a good home. And, well, I have worked very hard for many years and I have money saved.
No, money doesn't matter to me. I have other reasons for marrying.
I understand. Miss Andrade, Santana, I will not ask these reasons, but even if money is not important, I want to assure you that you will never want for anything. My friends tell me I'm old-fashioned, but, well, I believe that a husband should provide for his wife. I was born up to believe that married people should honor one another, and, well, you're an American lady, and I'm afraid you're going to find me very old country, but maybe you can change me. They say that married people...
Luis, just stop it.
Miss Andrade, have I said or done something to offend you? Maybe I... Listen, I understand that this will be a marriage by name only. Santana, if you are concerned...
Please don't say any more. Don't...
I don't believe it. I knew Mr. C could play dirty, but this is way out of line.
He believes he's doing the right thing for Santana Cruz.
He always believes he's doing the right thing. No wonder she's been avoiding me.
She didn't want you to feel trapped into anything.
Where is he anyway? I want to talk to him.
He went out. I don't know where.
Okay, I'll find him. Thanks.
Espera.
What?
Cruz, there's something else you should know.
Yeah, what?
Apparently, Santana's found this man that's willing to pay for a marriage of convenience to stay in the country.
What, does she know the guy?
She answered an ad in the paper.
Well, where would she get an idea like that?
She wants Brandon so badly. I wish Cece would stop trying to run her life.
I don't think he's even worried about her life. He just wants to get me out of the way.
I'm sorry, Cruz, for you and Santana both.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen Mr. C bully a lot of people, but he's never been able to do it with me, and I'm not about to let him start.
About Santana Cruz, would you talk to her, please? Somebody's got to stop her, and she won't listen to me.
Yeah, I'll handle it. This must have been tough for you, huh, to come to me?
Sí, Cruz.
You realize this is exactly what he wanted. It's for me to know.
Forgive me.
No, I'm not blaming you. You did the right thing. I'm glad you told me. But Rosa, I will never forgive Mr. C for this.
You know, Kirk, if I took every good idea you ever had and laid them end to end, they wouldn't make it across the street.
We've only been here a few minutes.
A few minutes too many. Look, either we've missed Eden or she isn't going to show up at all.
She'll be here.
Sure.
Just shut up and wait.
Why? Why are you so positive she's going to show up here? Normal people do not come by to pick up hemmed skirts on their way to Hawaii to lay on the beach.
For the last time, Gina, Eden is going there to work. She has conferences. She's not coming here to get skirts. She's coming here to check up on you. I know that because I heard it on the phone.
Well, you better be wrong.
I wish I weren't. Because if you go down, I go down too. And that's the only reason you've helped me, and that's the only reason I'm helping you right now.
Oh, some help you've been, Kirk. All you've done so far is go to a lot of trouble to prove absolutely nothing.
No, wait a minute. You call that picture nothing?
That's right.
Let me get this through your head, Gina. Eden knows she has the dress and she has the tear. All right? I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time before she learns that you had that dress made and where. Your goose is cooked.
She's not here, Kirk. And you have gone totally paranoid.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Why not? Why don't you just leave me alone and stop messing with my life? Don't you think you have enough problems of your own? And with your wife's boyfriend and all? Next time you plan a stakeout, leave me out of it. And let me give you a hint. I'd skip the dress shops, and I'd just start hanging around sleazy hotels.
Shut your mouth, Gina.
And you better be careful if you're going to continue to spy on Cruz and Eden, because from what I hear, they have a habit of blowing up buildings.
Wait a minute.
Don't go. No.
What?
It's her. I can't believe it.
Sometimes you make a mistake, Gina.
What are you doing?
I'll be here when he comes out.
Kirk, listen. You're gonna help me, aren't you? I mean, you're not gonna let that childish little blow-up I had to change anything, will you?
Well, bravo, Gina. You've made a complete about-face without moving a muscle. You're a real piece of work, lady.
Kirk, just get us out of here.
Scared, Gina?
Yes.
You cannot marry me?
I can't. It was a mistake for me to think that I could.
Can you tell me why?
It's really very simple. I don't love you.
Oh, naturally, you don't know me. But perhaps in time...
No, Luis, that's not possible. You see, this marriage goes against everything that I was raised to believe that marriage should be.
Well, I feel that way too, but unfortunately, I do not have the time to meet someone I love.
No, neither do I, but I can't solve my problems that way. I'm sorry.
I understand. But if you should change your mind... Well, goodbye, Miss Andrade.
Goodbye, Luis. I hope everything works out for you.
And I hope you find the kind of man you're looking for.
Perfect. Eden. It's always Eden. She gives me more trouble than all the rest of the Capwells put together. She's worse than Cece. She's worse than Mason. If she tries to nail me for pulling the plug, I'll pull every hair out of her conceited little head. That's what I'll do. Are you listening to me?
What?
You're not, are you? What are you thinking about?
Don't do that, Gina.
Just trying to get a little music on the radio so we can relax.
I'd like you to be quiet.
Why?
Because I have a lot of thinking to do.
Well, I hope you're thinking about that wife of yours. I'll tell you, if I were to get my hands on her, there'd be no accounting for what I might do. You were so stupid to marry her. Did you really think she'd give Cruz up? A woman like Eden, she'll keep a man on a string forever. That's how the Capwells are, you know, and she's a true Capwell. You know what their motto is? Take 'em and break 'em. But Eden's even worse. You know, most people blame Mason for ruining my marriage. Well, at least I got something out of him. It was actually all Eden's fault. She was jealous of me from the day I walked into that house because she's Daddy's girl. She even hates her own mother for meeting Cece first. Can you imagine Eden having kids? Tell you, I can't. She's too selfish and she's too mean. Look at the way she treats Brandon. You told me yourself that she was screaming at him. Well, she's not going to get away with that. No, I'm not going to let that go. She's going to pay for that. She's not going to get me either. I'll get something on her. I mean, even if she has proof against me, I'll find something on her. Something. She must have something hidden. Do you finally realize what kind of a woman you're actually married to, Kirk? Or are you still little Miss Perfect's devoted slave? Kirk, will you talk to me? Are you listening? Come on, this is important. Hey, what is wrong? Why won't you listen to me?
Because I know you're talking about Eden. I already know what a slut she is.
This is the final call from Hawaii Pacific Airlines Flight 823, now boarding at Gate 3.
Eden? Cruz. What are you doing here?
I just found out what your father tried to do to Santana. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know myself till today.
You should have called.
Well, I was on my way to the airport, and besides, I was sort of upset.
Is that the only reason you didn't call?
I knew that you'd find out sooner or later. And I knew that you would do the noble thing. You would marry Santana.
And give up on you.
Cruz.
Darling, I hope you have a great time. Hope you get a chance to slow down and rest a little bit. Because I'm going to be here when you get back. I'm going to be waiting for the real you this time. And you think about that while you're gone. And you think about this. Eden, I'm never gonna give up. Not ever.
This is the final call from Hawaii Pacific Airlines Flight 823, now boarding